Sundown's physical trainer Kabelo Rangoaga was lured away from being a karate kid, where he was a bit of an overachiever. Third Dan black belt, bronze for South Africa in the World Champs, and gold in the Commonwealth, to make sure the SA footballers are fighting fit and ready to face whatever Diski can throw at them.
I've always been a sportsman myself, although I was doing a different sport from soccer. I was one day approached by one of the PSL teams to help them prepare for a friendly game against England before the World Cup. From there, I never looked back.
Kabelo's not only responsible for the physical condition of the Brazilians, but also for the national team, using the lessons he learned in the martial arts to help footballers reach their full physical potential. Daniel-san, yeah!
I guess, first of all, it's an honor. It's an honor to be part of the national team. It's always nice seeing a player going from good to better, and you know you had a little impact on it, your little contribution to the country. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Rangoaga joined the PSL champs in October 2014 from Platinum Stars. But what prompted the national team physical trainer to move to Turco?
There's quite a few things. First of all, Mamelodi Sundowns was the logical step for me, from a smaller team to a big team. Because again, how do you justify taking care of the country's finance when you're at the small club? And one other reason for me, the biggest challenge for me is the CAF Champions League. That was the dangling carrot in front of me. Then I said, I want the Champions League. I can't say the league so much because a big team like Sundowns is going to fight for the league every season. So the Champions League for me was a big one. And of course, working with Coach Pizzo, he's the one that introduced me to the national team to start with, so it was always a dream of mine to work with him again.
The move from karate to football is not abstract. Both sports are dependent on core strength and nimble movements, and that which was lacking he studied up on, a search for excellence much like his head coach.
Coach Pizzo does not conform to national standards, he conforms to international standards. He demands nothing but the best, and I myself conform to international standards. That's why I go to Europe every season. I go to different teams. I go to courses in Europe to try and not be 10 seasons back compared to Europe, but to be on par with them. So Coach Pizzo is one of those coaches.
His European sabbaticals included time in England, Holland and Germany, and perhaps that's where he learned his most valuable training lesson: wax on, wax off.
For me, what I know and which works for me is to change the training every day. The training needs to be challenging every day, not to do the same thing over and over. I need to challenge a player every day. He doesn't know what's coming tomorrow. So that's what, for me, makes it nicer.
The pre-game warm-up is one of KB's most vital roles. We can't have the players undercooked or over-psyched going to a crucial PSL fixture, can we?
The warm-up is basically preparing the players for what's coming in the next few minutes. Now, it needs to be as game-specific as possible, at the right intensity, so that when the game starts, just from the first foot, you own it.
With the Brazilians playing on average 2 games a week from now to the end of the season with PSL and Nedbank, KB and the technical team also need to be on it.
In this period, there's no physical conditioning at all. The biggest job that I do now is recovery. So all I'm doing is managing their recovery between the games. The hard work has been done in the pre-season already.
6 months in, and KB is well and truly part of the family. But what does he enjoy about wearing the Sundowns badge on his training gear and being part of the Tshwane Brazilians?
I think the history of the club. I used to hate this club as a fan because I used to be a fan of a different team. And during that era of the Roger Fitumbas, the Chukus, I used to hate this team because they were winning so much. My feeling now is I would like to see those days again where winning the league was not winning the league back-to-back. I would love to see that, and being part of it, of course, will be a bonus.